there. So today I'm going to show you how to create an awesome digital portfolio using our Gear Up Canva website template. This is a great way to show off your hard work, your projects, your goals, and so on. First things first, please make sure you're logged into your Canva for Education account. This is key for unlocking premium content and tools. Okay, so we're sharing two versions of the Gear Up Digital Portfolio template with you, locked and unlocked. A locked template is perfect when you want a really clear and easy starting point. It has a pre-designed layout that guides you so you can focus on adding your content without worrying too much about the design. An unlocked template, in this case, also starts with a pre-designed layout, but you have total freedom to easily modify everything, which is great if you want to personalize your website. Now, even with the locked template, you can still customize things and change things. There's just an added step of needing to unlock those components. So if you know that you're going to want to customize colors and all of that from the start, I would recommend the unlocked version. Right now, I'm going to demonstrate with the locked version. Okay, so you'll have the link. Go to the link, click View Template, and open in Editor. And now it's made a copy. So I'm going to go over here and change the title, get rid of copy of, and template locked. And you might want to put your first and last name. I'm just going to say first and last since this is the sample. All right, and now I'll show you how Canva website is structured, how their websites are structured. If you look on the bottom, there are little thumbnails. Each of these is a different page. And within the page, you have sections. So if I scroll down on the home page here, you'll see there's 1, 2, 3 sections and a little button for adding a section. Now just note that there is a limit on how many sections you can have per page. So something to keep in mind. All right, you can also look at grid view, which shows you the different pages. This last page is hidden. So if someone were to visit your website, it's not going to show them this page because this has templates. So if you want to add a new section, you can go here and choose one of these templates. Like let's say you want this one here. You can select everything there. So on a Mac, it's Command A, on a PC, I think Control A, then copy. I'm going to go over to my home page, scroll to the bottom, add a section, and then paste. And so there it is, nice and easy. Now let's say I want to move this. Unfortunately, you can't drag and drop whole sections, but if you look over here, you can move up and down. So I'm going to move this up, up. All right, and say, oh, actually I want down one more. There you go. So you can put it wherever you'd like. So that's the basic organization. And you can have links between pages, and I'll show you that in a little bit. All right, now let's get started with customizing. So because this is locked, I can't move certain things. The position is locked, and sometimes the text is locked as well, like here. Now, if you wanted to change the title for the whole website, you could. All you have to do is unlock it, and now you can make the change. So really, it's still easy to customize things, even with the locked version. Okay, so down here, write your name. So you can put your first and last name. Again, I'm just going to say first, last. I'll show you in a bit how you can modify all of those things. All right. And here is a place to put an About Me paragraph. So I'm going to show you some of the fun tools that are embedded in Canva, and one of them is an AI Magic Write feature. So first, I'm going to make sure this is fully unlocked, and there's this little Magic Write icon. So if I click on it, I can see all these different options. Now, it's possible that those are locked for you. If you only see Generate AI Voice, then it means Magic Write is not unlocked and you need to talk to your teacher about how to get access to that. So I'm going to show it to you, assuming that you have access. All right, so first, I'm going to just write the paragraph myself and just say, hi, I'm a 10th grade student at blah, blah, blah high school. I love American literature, psychology, and American history. In my spare time, I love to volunteer at an animal shelter, and I run on the school's cross country team. I hope you enjoy viewing my portfolio. Thanks. Okay, so not a very interesting paragraph, but just something to start with. So if you have Magic Write enabled, then you can rewrite, and there's some different ways that you can do it. So if I want to make it a little more fun, let's see what happens. All right, more fun. So here it shows me the new paragraph. Hey there, I'm a 10th grader at blah, blah, blah high school, the passion for American literature, psychology, and American history. When I'm not diving into books, you'll find me volunteering, blah, blah, blah. So this is a lot better than what I originally had. And so if you like it, you can say replace. Um, if you want to see something similar to this, you can say more like this. Or if there's something that's not quite right about it, then you can say this but. So I'm just going to say replace and ta-da. So a fun, easy feature if it's unlocked for you is that magic right. Okay, so next I'm going to show you how you can add photos and whatnot. So over here on the first page, there's a place where you can put your photo or your avatar. So you can go to uploads and upload a file. Um, you can also go to elements and scroll down and see the photos that they have in their library. So here's one that I used before. I'm going to use this one. So I'm just going to drag it and put it right there. And then if you double click on it, you can adjust things a bit, the placement and so on. So easy to use. There's also a fun Magic Media option where you can create some images. So I'm going to go over to Magic Media. You can create an image, a graphic, or a video. The videos are really simple. Let's say girl volunteering animal shelter and just see what it comes up with. All right, so that's going to take a little bit of time. Let's see if I can do an image while I wait. Magic Media. All right, and so we said interests were, okay, reading. So let's see. Library with many colorful books. And style, you can choose what kind of style you want. I'm going to try vibrant, generate images. Okay, and it's working on it. And again, if I like something, it's going to be the same thing where I can just drag and drop and place it where I'd like it. Okay, and now it's telling me my generated images are ready. See results. I'll take this one with the cozy chair, just drag and drop where I want it. You can also add things. Let's try Magic Media graphic. And we'll say puppy and kitten. Generate graphics. If you want to add something to a place other than one of these boxes, you can. So I'll take, yeah, so you can see it did an okay job listening. Not all of them have kittens, that's fine. So if I don't want to put it in a particular spot, I just want it somewhere on my page, I can just drop it anywhere. All right, and then I can adjust and put it, and I accidentally did it twice. So I'm going to shrink this down and put it over here. All right, so let's see if it finished our video. It did. Oh, actually, this is a lot more detailed than the videos used to be, but that one's kind of depressing, so I'm not going to use that. All right, so that's the Magic Media feature of Canva. All right, other things to look at. You can add different assignments, like something you might want to put here. It says create a visual representation to help your viewer get to know you. So I created a sample for a sample portfolio that I created earlier. If I go to projects, here it is. So I'm going to open this. Oh, I don't want to add it as a section. So actually, I'm going to go to my home page in Canva, open it here. And because it's an image, I'm going to download it as a ping file. And I like to always do transparent backgrounds unless you intentionally have a backgrounds a particular way. Okay, download. All right, so it's downloading there. I'm going to hop back to my portfolio and here it is. So I can just drag and drop and oh no, it did that again. Oh, that's saying designs. That's right. Okay, so uploads, I need to upload it. So looking for the image. Sorry. Okay, sample cover image, open. Now that's been uploaded and I can just drag and drop. Oh, let me try that again. Undo, drag. I don't know why it's not letting me put it right in this spot right now. Let's see. I did do this before and it worked. All right, well, that is not working right now for some reason. Okay, one more thing. See if I can. Oh, it's because this is locked. Okay, so that was accidentally locked. Sorry about that. So now I can drag and drop, and there you go. Okay, so you can create something like that for yourself, and then just don't forget to delete this little placeholder text on the bottom. And there you go. Okay, now I'm going to show you how you can customize colors and things like that when it's locked. So what I recommend is creating a color palette for yourself. But first, I want to unlock everything on this page now. So I'm going to go to each section, select all again, and then unlock. Select all and unlock. And if you don't do this and you have to do each individual element, which gets a little bit annoying. Oh, that one was already unlocked because it was new. And there we go. Okay. So colors, if I go up here and say color, you can create a palette. Right now it's showing photo colors. So if you want something that matches the photo that you have, then you can choose from that. It does a really good job of finding colors that work well together. I am going to look for a new palette. So I'm going to say, add your brand colors, color palette, add a new color. And sorry, add palette. Here we go. Doing that the wrong way, so let's back up for a second. Okay, so add your brand colors up here, add palette, and then you can search for something. So if you know you like certain colors, I like aqua a lot, so I'll search for aqua. And so here it's showing me some existing palettes that have the colors I like. And I recommend just going that route. So this one's kind of fun. I'm going to choose Retro Punch and then make sure you save. So this is now part of my brand kit. Okay. And now if I go back over here, collapse that, instead of this color, let's try something from my kit. I'll do the aqua. And then you have an option down here to change all. So I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, change all. And anywhere where it had that kind of navy color, it now has this aqua. White on aqua doesn't look great. So I'm going to change the text color to black. You want to make sure you have nice contrast. All right, and then here, okay, this green, don't love that anymore. I'm gonna change it. Let's see, let's try the yellow. That's a little intense. You can just play around and see what you like. Um, okay, and so that's how you can customize colors here. Yeah, this one definitely doesn't match my new color scheme. So I'm gonna change the font. Oh, I'm gonna show you actually how I did this kind of text effect. So I'm going to change this font to this kind of hot pink color, but you can see the background, it still kept what it previously had, which flashes horribly. So now I'm going to go over here to effects while I still have this selected. And right now it has background. I'm going to say none. And then if I add the background again, now it's going to automatically choose a color that matches, which is great. And if you like that color, you can add it to your palette. So it's like crimson. I'm going to copy this hex code here and go back to colors, edit brand kit. I'm going to add one. and then put this in since it matches nicely, and save. All right. So let's see. Okay, I also want to change up here this little icon. Instead of this brownish color, I'm going to have it match the font there. And then I'm going to say change all. All right, there's some pages where you may not want to change some of the colors. If you look at the academic section, there is this table of contents, and here I can see, okay, again, there's white on aqua, which doesn't look great. I need to unlock this, and I'm going to change that to this black that's part of my kit. Okay, so this is like a table of contents for the academic readiness section, and it should all be hyperlinked. Hopefully it's working correctly. If not, I can show you how to change them. Okay, so that went to the academic growth plan. Now I can go here back to the table of contents and hop around. I can see these icons, again, don't match my color scheme very nicely now. So I can unlock. So I'm going to, again, just select everything and let's see, unlock this whole section. Okay. Oh, all right. Look at my color scheme here. I think I need some more colors though. This one doesn't have a ton of different options. So you can go in and just find something that you think will look good, or you can take the hex code for one of the colors and you can just do a search. Canva has a really good color palette. So Canva palette generator. And you can see the combinations that they have. You can upload colors, explore. I'm going to put in a color here. And so it's showing me this can go along with it. So maybe I'll take this baby blue, copy the hex code. And then, oh, sorry, I have way too many links open now. Add, put in the hex code, and now it added this color as well. Or you can just kind of find your own, like if I want some sort of green, think about what might look good with this. I would say something brighter. I usually like to find existing palettes where people who are really good at design have found colors that go nicely together and add them. All right, I'm going to save for now, just using those colors, going over here and changing that, change all. This actually is not turning out to be a very nice looking color palette that I put together, but that's okay. Just wanted to show you how it all works. And if you want to, let's see, change any of the links, the hyperlinks, you can, first you have to unlock it and then edit link. And so it has like a little built-in table of contents. So if I want this to go to the home page instead, I can go in there and choose which section I want. In this case, though, it needs to be academic readiness and it needs to be the growth plan, which is section 2, and done. And so that's how you can add links or change links if you need to. Okay, so another thing I want to show you, you are going to want to upload artifacts. And so here, there's a little bit of a tip for you. I highly recommend that you use the Embed app, especially if you have things like Google Slides and Google Docs and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock this and I'm going to delete that completely. And what I'm going to do now is go over to apps and then you want to search for embed and add it. I already have it, so I'm just going to open it. Okay, and so now I'm just going to go to my sample essay here, copy that link. Of course, make sure that it's visible for everyone in the world. Paste it, add to design, and it's going to embed that Google Doc directly in here. And you can adjust things. So I'm going to make it fit over here, stretch that down a bit. And let's say what you have doesn't fit perfectly. So you can stretch out the whole section. So I'm going to go down here and drag this down and move these down to the bottom. Okay, they are locked. Sorry, let me unlock everything again. This is where, if you know you're going to make changes, the unlocked version is probably better, but I wanted to show you both ways. Okay, move this down here, and now I want to stretch. Nope, that's doing it that way. Okay, just do this one, stretch it down. There we go. Okay, and I can do the same thing. I'm going to ungroup this, stretch down. You can see the lines, so you know that it's all lined up. Okay, you can also crop some things that you add. Looks like this one, I'm not seeing that option. So there's a place to put in your artifacts, which could be docs, they could be slide decks, they could be lots of different things. And then you can put in a reflection. So now I'm actually going to show you with the slide deck too. So I'm just going to go to slides.google.com and find any random slide deck that I have. Sorry that it's loading so slowly. Okay, so look for something that's mine. I will just do, all right, this choice board. Okay, so I'm going to open it up, make sure that I get that share link. Again, I'm going to go down here and use the embed app. So I'm going to unlock, delete, paste, add to design. Okay, so now you can see this is landscape instead of portrait. So this is one where you would definitely want to change things around a little bit. I'm going to do that. Oh, to make sure things are centered, you can click on kind of the space that you're working with and then the thing that you added. So they're both selected and I need to unlock. All right, and then align elements and center. And so now this new piece is centered within that. Okay, and so I need to adjust this as well. And then adjust this one, make sure it's fully unlocked. Oh, this is what I mean, where it's kind of easy to mess things up when it's unlocked a bit. All right, I also want to move these up, kind of shrink things down. Unlock. Okay, and now here, this whole section, let me show you this for a second. So the academic section has, so this is supposed to be a growth plan. I put like an essay. So you would put your actual growth plan here. Then academic readiness gallery is just to put different images or screenshots or whatever that highlights different things along your academic readiness journey. So maybe it's doing a college tour, if you received an academic award, that sort of thing. And then we have this whole A to G requirements showcase. So I recommend this page, you just leave it locked. And if you click on it, it should jump to these different sections for each of those letters. Except that didn't work. Okay, so let me fix that link. I have to unlock it. And oh, I just clicked it again. Sorry, this is a bit painful. Okay. Edit link. Delete that. Instead of going there, I want it to go to within academic readiness. Here's the A to G. This is the first one, section 5, done. Okay. So something that I did here is I actually made some really large sections because remember I told you there's a limit to how many sections you can have. So for A to G, there were too many. So I made one super long section to fit 2 letters on it. Okay, so that's why this looks like that and why there's this big white gap now. So because I shrunk down my A artifact, I'm going to want to select everything down here in the B section. Okay, so nope, I failed to select that all. Let me try again. It probably needs to be unlocked, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. So you can see why I prefer the unlocked version. Okay, unlock. Okay, I'm not doing select all because since this is part of the same section, it would select things from above too, and I only want to select this B section. Okay, so it's all selected. Now I'm going to hold shift down and the up arrow to do big jumps. If you do little jumps, you don't hold shift. Okay, there we go. Looks good. And now I'm going to shrink down this section. And there you go. Okay, so that was an example of how you can embed and then adjust. So here's that embedded slide deck. If you want to embed a video, then you can add the YouTube app and embed something from YouTube. So that's pretty self-explanatory. So those are the basic ways that you can customize your portfolio. There are other things that you can do. If you click elements, you can see other options. I'm going to get out of photos. You can add polls and quizzes. So if you want your visitors to respond to some sort of poll, you can add that. Stickers I actually haven't played with much. Let's see. Different things there. So if you want to add them, you can. Yeah, but we really want you to take the time to customize this, to upload things that kind of show your college and career readiness journey. You'll also find that there are all of these trackers that you'll use. And so if you select them, if you're like, what do these different icons mean? If you go to overall, it has the full title. So for this completes asset mapping and cultural wealth mining, if that's something that you've done, you'll say in progress. And let's say that you're in 10th grade and you completed it in 9th grade and it's in progress in 10th. And there you go, you update. You can add links to things, add notes. So you'll see lots of trackers to kind of keep track of your journey and help remind you of things that you can do for this career readiness and academic readiness. There's also a personal and social skills section. This is another one where I recommend you don't change the colors of most of the sections because these align to the school district graduate profile colors. So you can see here are these 6 colors. Again, you can go down and see a place for each one. You can put your artifacts, self-reflection. That is, let's see, this section again, there's a place to track different mindsets and learning strategies and skills under the umbrella of personal and social skills. Okay, so just a quick idea, example of how you can start customizing things and uploading things. If you're ever not sure how to do something in Canva, really what I do is I just do a Google search and say Canva website, blah, blah, blah.